about the brain, thought, ideas.
And in plain English, what class is that?
That's middle school art.
Oh, okay. That's where they imagine and where they get the creative juices flowing. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look, if I can get someone to hold a pencil in their hand and just make a mark on a page, hey, they're an artist right there.
Is that what you call art?
Is that what I call art? Hey, I mean, even if you're able to talk and string a few words together to make a sentence, that's an art form in itself.
Very nice. Well, I'll try to string a few sentences together right now. We got a 33-12 game. Bearcat lead by 21 points, and obviously, you know, that context is going to change the way the Panthers play this early part of the third quarter. And they're going to have to push the action. That's an absolute. They're going to have to push the action, look to score early and often. Maxwell drives, pulls it back out to Davidi. Davidi to number 24. Hey, Davidi drives the lane and gets a reach-in foul, and they do call it a two-shot foul. So we'll see a Panther two-shot three-throw attempt by Davide now. My Italian pronunciation is just not where it should be, is it, Mr. Blake?
Luckily, we're not going to be pulling any accents here this game at all, so you're forgiven, I think. I mean, especially as teachers and all the different names that we do learn and have to remember.
Isn't that the beauty of working at an international
absolutely.
school? So Davide hits the first, misses the second front rim. The contested out-of-bounds call here, and Panther basketball. So they're on the right track now. They've got to the line, and let's see what they run for an out-of-bounds play. Sounds like it's diamond. I'm not sure what that means, but Panthers run diamond. Jonathan kicks to Maxwell. Maxwell moves the ball to 18. Jonathan on the baseline, and they've got a blocking foul on number 2. That's Jack Lopez, a blocking foul. I don't believe we've got 2 shots here, so we take the ball out of baseline out of bounds, see what kind of play they run.
Definitely seems like the Panthers are coming out a little bit stronger here, really putting in a little bit more of an effort.
Davide with a baseline jumper. It misses, but a strong rebound by 24. Kicks back to Maxwell. Maxwell posts the 3 and misses short. Tarun Singh with the rebound. Nate pushes action now. Hands off to Tarun. Arav passes back out to the 3-point line. Jack organizes the offense, looks to Tarun. Tarun finds Nate at the top of the key, and he finds the bottom of the bucket. A 3-pointer there by Nate Varai. He's been looking to get hot all tournament, and we might see the kind of start of Nate 3-point shooting special.
Yeah. I think that's when you can say that a player's on fire, right?
Oh boy, those are reserved for really special moments at NBA Jam lingo. Arav picks up a turnover. Jack Lopez pushes the ball up the floor to Jacob Thompson. Thompson underneath with a reverse, and that's off. Maxwell now organizes the Panther offense at the top of the key. Very nice jumper, but that's off long. And we've got a contested out of bounds with a Panther basketball.
Definitely a challenging game here for the referees to be calling. These are really
It
close
is intense
balls.
right now, and yeah, 2 of those out of bounds plays could have gone either way, but a Maxwell pass inside. Oh, and a blown layup by the Panthers. Can't have too many of those. Jacob Thompson pushes the action. Swings the ball back up to Jack Lopez. Jack swings to Nate. Nate another 3. And yeah, see, we're not on fire yet.
No.
Not NBA Jam.
I said it too early. I said it too early.
But that shot does look good. And Jonathan takes and makes a 3-pointer there. He clearly is a Panther shooter. The Bearcats will have to force that action, but Tarun comes right back, takes a 3, misses, and Maxwell pushes the pace on Panther offense. A bit more of a control game. Both teams have decided to slow the ball down a little bit more, but Victor takes a jumper from the post. Drives to the hole, and Jack Lopez with a jump stop, classic jump stop there, finishes at the rim for 2 points.
Is that the name of that? A jump stop, not
Yeah.
a pump fake? Or?
I call it a little bit of both. A jump stop into a pump fake, let the defender fly by, and finish with a layup at the rim.
Now, do you think that's something that players practice for game situations?
Maxwell blows another layup, but unfortunately gets his rebound and lays it right back in. So way to stay with the play. That's an excellent staying with the play and finishing at the finishing for an easy bucket. Panther 2. Thompson with another drive, misses off, and then they call a baseline out of bounds on Jacob Thompson. We see some in and out with both the Panther reserves and the Bearcat reserves making a showing, including a brother duo out there, the Torontos. Mr. Blake, do you know anything about the Torontos?
Actually, yes. I've had the pleasure of teaching AB Baby when he was actually much shorter. He's grown quite a bit. And our very own Troy Bolton right there as well with Mr. Toronto. Has actually a wonderful singing voice. Was lead role in our high school play last semester of High School Musical, and now he's living the role like he is Troy Bolton. He's living the life. He's does musical theater, and now.
What's those lines, Mr. Blake? Those Bolton lines? Do you know any of them?
Oh, there's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. We're breaking free right here, if you know what I'm saying.
So are you the next Troy Bolton? That might be the question. Maybe not. Maybe
I
not.
mean, just when I, take a shower and I'm singing. But I keep
All
those
right.
performances just for myself.
We had a Thompson 2 at the other end in the action. We got Panther offense with a shot clock running down, a shot clock violation on the Panthers. The Bearcats will look to score here again. We have 40-18, a 22-point game still. If the Panthers are going to make a game out of this, they need to find some offense, and they need to find it relatively quick. If they can get it under, you want to shoot for 15, maybe 15, 14 by the end of the quarter. That keeps you in the game. Thompson takes a baseline J. It's off, but gets his own rebound. Thompson kicks to Emilio. Emilio off the back rim and a Davide rebound. Decides to generate the offense himself. Doesn't find a guard. Now does. Finds Maxwell. Jonathan drives baseline. Swings back out to Maxwell at the top of the key. And the Panther offense is slightly stagnant right now, but bailed out by a reach-in by Bearcat defense. So stagnant offense, a lot of kind of hanging out at the top of the key. Need to look to see what is their offensive set here. How can they find some spacing and some organization is what they might be looking for.
So question for you here, Zach. So I'm noticing right now there's 3 fouls against the Bearcats right here. So would this be a good strategy for the Panthers to try to pull a few more fouls here and take advantage of getting to the free throw line?
Yeah, we call that the bonus situation, and the bonus situation comes into play in each quarter, and it comes into play with 5 total fouls. The bonus situation comes with 5 fouls, and on that 5th foul, it means an automatic 2 shots at the free throw line for the opposing team, for the team that that got fouled. And so, it's a nice way to stop the clock. When the clock's stopped and you're scoring, that's always good news, especially when you're down. However, 22 points is a lot. So to make up 22 points at the free throw line, probably not going to be the case. It's going to be a mixture of solid offense and good 3-point shooting that can get the Panthers back into this game.
As you can hear, referee's trying to pull the players back out here onto the court. Coach is giving a lot of advice. I mean, what do you think the Panthers coach is telling his players right now?
Well, you have to remember it's a long tournament. And so I think a lot of this is about the tournament as a whole. Again, 22 points, hefty thing to overcome. So that coach should be thinking, yes, about this game. Yes, I want to win this game. Yes, I want to get back into it. But how do I prepare my team for the tournament as a whole, right? This team is going to be a top 4 team. And in all likelihood, going to be a top 4 team. And so how do I get them ready for the larger challenges that might come after this game? And I call them moral victories. Some people don't believe in them. Mental victories, moral victories. You can still have a quarter or two of moral victories that set you up well for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be focused on as a coach.
Yeah, so maybe looking at each quarter as and setting, let's say, the mental goals and the team goals that you want to start to achieve.
Yeah.
I think that's that's
Yeah, the
quality
scoreboard at times becomes irrelevant in a context like this. Like, don't even look at it anymore. Instead, what you might look for instead is, how do you win the quarter? How do you win your goals that you set at the beginning of the quarter? I mean, that's really the difference maker for a team that's down by this amount. Now, don't want to count anybody out. We got a 20-point game here. It's still within reason. It's only third quarter.
Yeah, and the 2 points the Panthers just put there were really important for the team. You could see that the whole bench is getting a little bit more fired up there. Players on the court as well, clapping.
And Thompson with a board there, and puts it back up for a finish. He's been an animal. He's been really an animal on the offensive rebounding board, and difficult to deal with. I think, teams as they prepare for the Bearcats, they have to think about Jacob Thompson and what to do in terms of keeping him out of the paint. Slows it down here, though. Looks for the shot.
Oh, wow.
And we're seeing a reinvigorated Jacob Thompson jumper that I've watched a couple Bearcat games this year, probably 5 or 6. I have not seen him shoot as well as he's shot in this game and then in much of the tournament thus far as well.
I mean, just kind of talking about a player whose confidence has just grown every game.
Yeah, when you're a confident shooter and you see that first ball go in, every ball that you shoot from that point forward, you think is going in. Not sure of the action right now. We're trying to figure out what kind of conversation's happening. It's a foul on Jacob Thompson, 44. It's his third, which is relevant in a 3-quarter. Remember, each player gets 5. Is relevant in the third quarter. Not anything to worry about, but they do take him out to conserve some of that foul opportunity for the duration of the game. A follow and finish by 33 of Bangkok. That's Sebastian, but I guess they call him Sebi. That's what I've understood so far. Swing to Jack Lopez, who points up for 3, misses short, and then off the back rim. And we got a Bangkok offensive set organized by Jonathan. Jonathan with ball handling skills, swings to the short corner. Foul line extended. Davide with a move. It's up, and I believe it got tipped. And John Toronto runs the fast break. Ryan finishes with a left-sided layup. I don't think it was a left-handed layup, but a left-sided layup. And we've got a 46-22 Bearcat lead.
Yep, so now we've only got 30 seconds left here in the quarter. Another transition play here to Abe Baby, and he puts it in.
An Abe Toronto finish there, 2 points for the Bearcats.
We only got about 15 seconds here, 24 seconds left here on the shot clock, which has now been shut off. Panthers really need to put this in here.
A drive from 24. Beautiful drive. Excellent finish from 24 as well with 3.7 remaining. That's an and one. He'll get a 3 throw here to cut the lead to hopefully 23.
Yeah, that looked like a no-look layup right there. He put the ball up as he was falling.
That was an excellent take. An excellent take from 24, especially with a game clock diminishing or 3.7 seconds left. We'll see what kind of offense the Bearcats run if he makes this from side out. He doesn't. And it looks like they're going to call a defensive lane violation on the 3 throw. Which essentially means that somebody has stepped into the lane prior to the ball going up. It's kind of funny because that happens a lot, and they rarely call it, but they have here, and so it's essentially a redo of the 3 throw. 3.7 remaining, 1 shot. He makes this one. He makes this one, and the 3.7 seconds for the Bearcats to push the tempo. Let's see what kind of shot they get.
And it's up. Ooh.
Edelman off the side of the backboard.
I mean, at that point in time there, when there's 3.7 seconds left, and now it's